So guys, before we get started, don't forget we do have that amazing discount code thanks to Tier 0 Games going on right now, and all you have to do is put in ZWGames5 to get 5% discount on your total order at tier0games.com. The links will be in the description below.
Hey YouTube, this is Joe from Zephyr War Games, and Rising Rampage gave us a few more cyberse cards, so I'm giving you guys a deck update. This is obviously before we get the new cards from the video game and the Code Talker Magnet Fire Fist set that's coming out in a long time in the future. So once we get those cards, this deck will be pretty much, I think, at full power, if my hunch is correct on what we're getting in those. But at least until the video game, where the video game will give us enough to make this deck somewhat viable in terms of what it can do. It can do like everything and then a bit more consistently, and then let us use the Code Talkers a bit more effectively. But until that video game comes out, this is what I'm playing. And I'm pretty happy with the results that it's producing. It's at least producing its lockdown board pretty well. And then just like the generic extra stuff just helps it a bit more with the power plays. So starting off, we have your free balance order. This is like your staple, your additional normal summon in the deck. 3 copies of cyberse gadget. You know, we have a lot of monsters that you can provide with this card, and then its token generating ability is really good. 2 copies of Clock Wyvern. I've been thinking of bumping this up to 3, just because this is literally a 1 card of full play. But 2 copies is what I'm happy with at the moment. 1 copy of Lady Debug because it's limited, and 1 copy of Firewall Guardian. I do like this card because it's also a 1 card play, just because you can normal summon this. By what I mean by 1 card play, by the way, is that if you get, or 2 months essentially, if you can get into your Link Disciple and your Link Devotee, then you've got pretty much your big play there. And for Firewall Guard, you can literally do that on its own. It's really, really cool. 2 copies of Rigid Kid. Sort of like another additional summon of the deck, but in a unique way. And a weird addition to the deck is that I'm actually playing a small Salamangreat engine of 1 Foxy, 1 Spinny, and 1 Gazelle. Why am I playing this? Is because, you know, you can literally do full combo with just a Gazelle. Because you go normal Gazelle, send Spinny. Spinny can revive itself. You've got 2 cyberse monsters in the field. You can go into your Link Devotee and your Link Disciple. 1 card I should actually be playing in the deck is Salamangreat Sanctuary. I'll tell you what I need to take out for that, to help you with the Foxy play a little bit better. But this is essentially a really cool 3 card engine that you can play, and something that you will be playing once we get all the Code Talker support, just because there are 5 cyberse that you can search off your Power Code Talker and everything else. So really cool cards there. And one of the new cards I'm playing in the deck, I'm not playing the other one, which is Rescue Interlacer, but I do like Cross Debug just because it's a level 2 Dark Cyberse. 900 attack and 1600 and 600 defense. If you control 2 or more Link monsters, you can special summon this card from your hand. And during damage calculation, if your Link monster battles an opponent's monster's Link monster, quick effect, you can banish this card from your graveyard and target 1 Link monster in your graveyard. Your banger monster cannot be assured by that battle. Also, until the end of the turn, it gains attack equal to the target's attack. Use each effect cost debug once per turn. So if you've got this in your hand, you're doing your combo, you'll have 2 Link monsters on the field. So you can then just special summon this card as just a nice little extender. I do like it. It's a really cool one of. And it can help protect your cyberse monsters from battle essentially. So we have the 1 backup secretary. We're playing a lot of 1-ofs in the deck. 1 Formage Skipper, 1 Dot Scaper, 1 Link Info Flyer, 1 Cyberse Converter, 1 Degrade Buster. You can search this off your Formage Skipper. It's just a nice little extender and an easy way to help you get into your Cyberse Magician. The 1 Cyberse Synchron and the 1 Cyberse Magician to round up the monsters in the deck. Moving on to spells, we are playing 3 copies of Signet Mining. This is your expensive searcher in the deck. I say expensive, I think it's like £20 a copy or something like that. So if you can afford 60 quid and if you know you're going to be playing cyberse for a long time, get this card. The more generic cyberse plays we get that other decks can use as well, the pricier this card is going to be. 1 copy of Salamangreat Sanctuary to search out our Salamangreat monsters. 1 copy of Foolish Burial, 1 copy of 1 for 1, 1 copy of Gold Sarcophagus, and 1 copy of Fusion Conscription. I played this to search out my Clock Dragon, my Clock Wyvern by just revealing my Clock Dragon. And that way I got an additional monster in my hand for either my ritual summons or for next turn plays as well. Then we're playing 1 Signet, 1 Signet Ritual and 1 Signet Fusion. This is your card search of your link monsters. 1 copy of One-Time Passcode gives you a token and a spell in the graveyard to banish. 1 copy of Monster Reborn and World Legacy Succession for the revival. 2 copies of Call by the Grave. I can only fit 2 copies in to make this a 40 card deck, but you can make this a 41 card deck and just up this to 3. And 1 copy of Double Summon, though this should be the Salamangreat Sanctuary, to play to help you with your Foxy plays. Sorry about that. That's it for the main deck. Moving on to the extra deck, we're playing, for the non-links, we're playing 1 Clock Dragon, 1 Quantum Dragon, and 1 cyberse Integrator. I'm not playing the Firewall Exceed Dragon, though you can in theory play it now, just because of this monster, which is Link Male Archfiend. It's a new Link monster that we got in Rising Rampage. Cyberse monster. It's very weird arrows, if you can see there. And it's a dark cyberse Link with 2800 attack. 2 monsters, including a Ritual Fusion Xyz or Synchro monster. So you need to use at least 1 of those. So if this card is special summon, you can target 1 Ritual Fusion, Synchro, or Xyz monster in your graveyard. You control all in your graveyard. All monsters your opponent currently controls lose attack equal to the targeted monster attack until the end of this turn. Your opponent cannot target monsters you control that was special summoned from the extra deck with monster effects. If this card will be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can banish 1 Ritual Fusion, Synchro, or Xyz in your graveyard instead. So the reason I say you can play this Fireworks Seed with this in the deck is because it has link markers that can point to Fireworks Seeds. Mostly just this one here on the left. So cool card. The only other card I'd probably play in the deck instead of this is Mech Knight Crusader Evermax. That's the only other thing I would play in the deck, though this card is a bit more budget. So, and it's new, and we all like new. 1 Transcode Talker and 1 Xcode Talker. Once we get all the once we get the video game promos, I'm definitely going to make this a bit more Code Talker based. But these 2 are the bare minimum that I play for the combo protection. 1 Security Dragon for Link 2s, Honeybot for Link 2s, Update Jammer. Update Jammer is really cool in this deck just because you can make transcode and xcode very easily by using Update Jammer, giving them both 2 attacks with stupidly high attack for OTKs. Your Clock Spartoy and your cyberse Witch. I'm not playing the one that searches to tuner just because I'm not I tried to focus the deck a lot less on the combo just because I thought if you don't get the combo off, your X check is not doing as much. So I'm going to try and make this deck a bit more like generic in terms of its extra deck. Like it has the things to do, but you essentially just have anything for any situation. I feel like that would be a lot bit more easier to build once we get the video game promos. So stay tuned for that one where this deck will hopefully just be a lot different. So I'm excited for that. And then we have the 1 Link Karibo, the 1 Salamangreat Baby Links. This help you with your Salamangreat play. Again, once we have Sanctuary in the deck. And then the 1 Link Disciple and 1 Link Devote for the essential combo play starters. So that, guys, is the deck. I hope you all enjoyed it. Leave your comments down below what you think of this deck. As I said, I'm working on this deck a lot. It's a very weird deck to make because it can be a bit complicated in its own unique way, just because it has so many things that it can do, so many things that it can use, and it's just figuring out what you want to do with it, to be honest. Once you figure out what you want to do with it, you essentially have anything in your deck that can help you do it. So I just need to buckle down, really discover what I want to do with this deck. So I may look around to see what others are playing and doing with the deck. And I can try and figure out what I want to do with the deck. So, as always, guys, like, comment, subscribe, and until next time, guys, as always, happy dueling.
What's up, YouTube? Dad here from YUGIOH. Thanks for watching that video. If you liked it, please hit that big thumbs up button in the bottom corner as well. And don't forget to hit the big red subscribe button so you don't miss out on anything. Make sure you click that notification bell as well so you know every time one of our new videos goes up. Throughout the whole year of 2019, we're going to have more deck profiles, duels, and of course pack openings for you guys to watch and enjoy the entire year round. So stay tuned for more, and as always, guys, happy dueling.